As we get comfortably seated in any comfortable meditative seated posture, for those of us who have knee conditions, legs straight, for those of us who are bedridden, we can start directly lying down with spine upright, eyes gently closed. We begin this session with Chidakash Dharana. As we look at the vast infinite space in front of our closed eyes, to look at colors, shadowy movements, darkness or light. And we taper our awareness slowly after having a good look at this vastness, Chidakash. We see if we can look at whatever is shown here. This is about our own individual journey into Chidakash. Dharana means concentration, and that's what we are doing. Chidakash Dharana. And we taper our awareness then to the eyebrow center at the Bhumadhya. And with intensified awareness on the Bhumadhya, we visualize a candle flame, a steady flame. We try intensifying our awareness to a point where, except for taking instructions, the mind does not wander anywhere else. The five senses do not wander anywhere else. To chant the mantra Om, as we inhale fully, exhale completely, staring at that candle flame. Inhale, fill the lungs. 2 more rounds. Bring the awareness down from the Bhumadhya to the 2 nostrils. To start with alternate nostril Kapalabhati, followed by normal Kapalabhati, from gross to subtle. So this is how gross is intense, and this is how subtle is gentle. And after the alternate nostril, change to normal Kapalabhati. This is how gross is, to subtle. And then we discontinue Kapalabhati to move on to the next. Let's begin. Gross Kapalabhati, slowly going down to subtle Kapalabhati, first in alternate nostrils. Make sure we pull the abdomen in. There's a little body movement because we are starting with gross. You may take pauses if you wish, but just make sure that you restart the alternate. We're still not moving to normal Kapalbhati. We're still doing the alternate. We move to a very subtle level. And now, discontinue alternate nostril Kapalbhati and start with normal, gross to subtle. Gross will involve intense by way of speed, by way of pressure and intensity, by way of volume. No contraindications of gross Kapalabhati. Move on to subtle. Medium subtle and then totally subtle. Yoganusar Yoga Kapalabhati slows down our breath eventually. The most important benefit gives us a longer life only because we start breathing slowly and rhythmically after having done it. Opens up blocked nostrils, clears the mucus from the nostrils, clears the nasal passages, improves lung capacity, tones the visceral organs of the abdomen, the liver, the spleen, the pancreas, the large and small intestines, the gallbladder, the stomach. So works excellently on constipation, acidity, gas, flatulence, reversing. Completely go easy on yourself as you close the subtle too. Discontinue. Discontinue. Totally stop. You need a pause to move on now from the Shodhan Kriya Kapalabhati to a Pranayam Bhastrika. The Bellows Breath. Here also we do exactly the same thing. Alternate nostril Bhastrika from gross to subtle, followed by normal Bhastrika from gross to subtle. In the normal Bhastrika, you can use your arms for variations. In the alternate nostril, you will be using your hand for the nose, so you won't be able to use the arms. You may need a little pause in between. Take a pause and restart. Alternate nostril bhastrika from gross to subtle. All these variations, these unusual blends of pranayam that we are doing is not only to give you some variations, to just keep the mind happy and active and to draw you towards pranayam. Each variation always has that added benefit. For example, here is a blend, an unusual blend of bhastrika, alternate nostril, along with a gross intensity to a subtle intensity. So it's not about luring you, it's about the benefit of that combination. As soon as you're happy with how much you did after reaching the subtle of alternate nostril bhastrika, start using your arms for any variations of normal bhastrika, gross to subtle. Make sure you're starting to move slowly from intense to softer, from loud volume to low volume. Don't get too confused by variations of arms. You may need rest in between. Don't get very waylaid. Don't get carried away. We can always do it some other time or after a while. It's all about bhastrika, the bellows breath, active inhalations, active exhalations, using or not using the arms. Any similar ones are also fine. Discontinue bhastrika. Now move on after watching your breath. After watching and noticing how you feel at this time, to Khanda Pranayam, gross to subtle. Khanda Pranayam, Khanda means a piece. So it involves two pieces, two parts of inhale, exhale. So it goes in the gross and in the subtle. So let's start with the gross, move to the subtle. Let's begin. Keep going. Khanda Pranayam. Change the pace to medium intensity, medium volume, medium pace of Khanda Pranayama. Make sure your tongue is dropped. Make sure there is no frown on the forehead and the eyebrows. There is a gentle, unfaked smile because of the bliss you're experiencing due to the pranayam, for investing your time. Those positive pranic energies into this pranayam called Khanda Pranayam. 2 parts. Inhale, inhale. By now we've reached the subtle. Exhale, exhale. By now we've reached the slow pace. Keep the tongue completely dropped as we get ready to discontinue Khanda Pranayam. After doing subtle, whereas we did Bhastrika and Kapalabhati, first alternate nostril and then normal from gross to subtle, we do the Khanda Pranayam now. We've already done the normal. We do alternate nostril from gross to subtle. This is how it goes. Right hand in Nasagraha Mudra. Close the right nostril with the thumb tip. Inhale with the left. Exhale with the right. Inhale with the right. Exhale with the left nostril. Gross to subtle. Alternate nostril. Khanda Pranayam. From gross to subtle. We are working on those dangerous problems. Guaranteed working on those dangerous problems, right? Like Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, age-related forgetting, pumping our lungs with oxygenated air, throwing out deoxygenated air. One of the win-win pranayams for pandemic, and hence also in the category of pandemic pranayam. Alternate nostril, Khanda Pranayam, gross, that is intense, to subtle, that is gentle. As soon as you feel pretty much content, get ready to discontinue. Bring the hand down. Watch the breath. Watching the breath happens by taking awareness, the mind's eye, at the area between the upper lip and the nostrils. So here we don't do pranayam. We do what is called swarayo, what is called anapan. We just watch the breath. Expect silence for a while. Keeping the tongue dropped. Let's do swarayo, anapan. Consciously taking awareness of cool air going into the nostrils and warm air coming out as we breathe. Noticing just 2 things. The temperatures of inhaled and exhaled air and the distances of inhaled and exhaled air traveled within and out. Watch the breath as it is. Tat Sat. As a drashta, a seer, a seeker, with Sakshi Bhav, equivocally, without judging, unchanged. Convert Swara Yog into Ujjaina. So now again, from a concentration, a dharana, which is a semi-meditation, a dhyan, again dive into a pranayam called Ujjayi, the throat breath. So when we inhale and when we exhale, make a conscious effort to make a sound in the throat on the inhalations and the exhalations. Ujjayi Pranayam to beautify the voice, to reverse fears, to balance thyroid secretions, to remove mucus from the throat. Mucus needs to be slightly loud. If someone is sitting next to us, they have to be able to hear it. Make sure the lungs are full on inhalations and empty on exhalations of Ujjayi. As soon as you feel very satisfied with the sound of your Ujjayi's inhalations and exhalations, combine Khanda Pranayam with Ujjayi. Inhale, inhale in Ujjayi, exhale, exhale in Ujjayi. Divide your inhalations and exhalations exactly into 50-50 in Khanda Pranayam. Multiple benefits. Khanda pranayams, inhalations and exhalations will fill and empty our lungs as we are working continuously on pandemic pranayam. As we rub our inhaled and exhaled air through the throat soundfully, we again also get multiple benefits because of Ujjayi combo with Khanda pranayam. This is one pace. Here we don't play around with gross and subtle. We stay with one particular volume, intensity, speed, and pace. Last round. As soon as we are ready for the next one, we do that ace pranayam, the most fantastic, fabulous one which helps us keep our pressures normal from low to medium, from high to medium, from hypertensive to medium, works on convulsions, cardiac problems. Each one of the stress-related problems with the endocrine system's glands, especially diabetes. Anulom Vilom Pranayama. Right hand in Nasagraha Mudra. Close the right nostril with the right thumb. Inhale from the left nostril. Do a Kevala Kumbha, pausing at the eyebrow center. Exhale from the right. Then inhale from the right. Exhale from the left. Just a while back, we did something pretty much similar in Khanda Pranayama. In alternate nostril, Khanda Pranayama, we did almost the same thing, only that was split in two parts. Here it is a smooth inverted V-shaped flow. Make your exhalations longer than your inhalations now. For these last two breaths. Last two Anulom Vilom Pranayama. And on finishing the last two, let's do a Brahmary Pranayama. Please watch the mudra. Index finger on the eyebrows, middle finger and ring fingertip at the corners of the nose, the bones, little fingertip just below the ring fingertip. Elbows are out like wings. The thumbs are not inside the ears. They're pretty much outside on the bump, and we inhale fully, exhaling completely, making a humming sound after we press the ears closed. 3 rounds. Feeling the vibrations in the frontal part of the face. 3 rounds. As the name suggests, tranquilizing pranayam is for sleep disorders, heavy dreams, restlessness, not feeling fresh after a good night's sleep, not having slept in the sleeping hours. Tranquilizing pranayam. On finishing 3 rounds, bring the hands down and get ready to end this session. Becoming aware of the stillness in the body, the sounds in the distances and near. Gently open up the eyes, close them again, and open them completely. Hari Om Tat Sat. Thank you all.